he could have just been lying. Let's be honest.
If you want to know what it's like to be like the big girl in a friend group, let me share an experience I just had recently. This took place on my birthday, of all days. I'm out at a bar with friends. Life is good. I'm feeling good. Lost 40, almost 50 pounds, and I'm feeling good. There's a table of boys next to us, and like we can hear them talking, kind of. It's really loud, obviously, it's a bar. And it's obvious that they're looking at us and talking about us or somebody at our table. This guy comes over to our table and he immediately comes around to my side of the table and he like touches my shoulder. And I was kind of put off because like, why are you talking to me? You know? He starts asking me questions like what my name is, how old I am, what I do for work, etc., etc. Then he asks the golden question, which is, can I get your number? And I hesitated because this doesn't happen. The girls at the table were like, do it, you know? And I was like, yeah, why not? Like, why not? Give him my number, or I start to give him my number. He stops and he like turns around to look at his table and he was like, you guys owe me $50. And they all start laughing and he starts laughing. And the guy that was talking to me like kind of walks away kind of halfway between our tables, and his friend was there and he's like, I told you fat bitches are easy. And that was the end of the evening. That was it. So yeah, that was super good for my confidence.
That's low-key dark, I can't lie. Low-key dark, low-key bullying as well. I feel like people that do shit like that clearly weren't raised right. Right? Just because someone's fat doesn't mean that they're not a human being. They don't have feelings. And you know, well, you probably don't know this if you've never been fat before, but your life is infinitely more difficult when you're fat. Everything is worse. Everything is more difficult. So the idea that you would go, and like, why wouldn't you just take the number and then go back to your seat and then say that? Why would you say that mid number? That's just, yeah. So again, but some people are just cruel. It's a cold world.
So somebody said that it's disrespectful for somebody who does not work out to want somebody who does work out. Because if you don't work out, it ain't gonna work out. And you know what? I don't disagree. I don't. And let me be clear. One thing is important is that when you are trying to engage in intimate or romantic conversation leading to a relationship or something exclusive with somebody who leads an active lifestyle, you can't be surprised if you don't have any type of activity in your day-to-day life that is consistent and on par with something that requires endurance of either the muscles or cardio or anything of that nature. And then you want to be with somebody who takes fitness and leading an active lifestyle seriously. We need to be for real, man. It'll never be a match. It'll never be a match.
Never say never, right? There are a lot of bodybuilders who like fat women, for example. It is just weird when, and there are a lot of fit women who like big guys. I was a big guy, okay? There are a lot of women who like big guys. It is weird when you see someone who's completely out of shape, doesn't take care of their body, doesn't take care of their health, eats whatever the fuck they want, and they're listing their standards, and one of them is the other person has to be in shape. That's weird. You don't even do that for your own self. It doesn't make any sense.
I used to think that having a physical preference for body size when dating was unethical and a bad thing, but if you were to ask me now after losing 100 pounds, I would say it's completely valid.
Of course. Now that you've done it, you see it. You didn't have the empathy.
And the reason being is not because I think that anyone needs to be treated differently based off of how they look, but after losing 100 pounds, it really showed me how what I was doing before and the life that I lived before and the mindset and just all of the habits that I had before would 100% like not align with who I am now. And the thing about losing weight is like it's never even just about the weight itself. It's literally about the person you become when you are going through that transformation of
Imagine being on a diet, right? you're on a diet, you just hit gym, you just hit cardio. And then you're with someone and then they're having a pizza for dinner. How the hell does that work? You're struggling, you're trying your hardest, man. You got the demon. All you're hearing is this. Get some Chinese. Get some KFC. Mackie D's. Get that dessert. You've been thinking about that dessert. And then you see your partner pull up with a pizza. It's just not gonna work, man. Never say never, again. Never say never. But yeah, it's not about looks. It's not about looks, man. When you're in a relationship with someone, it's so easy to be influenced by them. And you want people to be good influences on you. And you want to be a good influence to other people. So if fitness is important to you, you go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, you eat well, you do all these things. You're going to want someone who either does that or someone who, you know, the naturally slim people, the naturally muscular people who they have good muscle in their frame, but they just, you know, their cardio is going to work and walking or whatever the case is. Someone who's not going to take you off track. And I feel like that's sort of like fair and normal thing. But people prejudice and fat acceptance and all this nonsense. And again, it has nothing to do with looks. Because I tell you, you know what I'm saying, these thick, you know what I'm saying? You know, they never say too much, but you already know, okay? But the older I've gotten, it's like, I really would like to live to 100. Are you gonna make it to 100? You don't look like you're gonna make it to 100, I'll be honest. You're too thick. I ain't never seen a thick 100. You ever seen a thick 100? I ain't never seen that.
This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your phone. Blowing weed, smoking the ozone. I just can't let this go. This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your phone. Blowing weed, smoking the ozone.